And sometimes when you are streamlining something or trying to figure out the best process to things, not only do you have to take the approach of eliminating stuff from your day or from your task list or from any other project, sometimes you have to learn a new skill in the middle to be able to make a jump forward. It's episode 161. It is a beautifully sunny day. It is Wednesday morning. It is a beautiful Thursday morning. Happy Friday, everybody. It has now come to the end of this work week. Yes, today, this episode is not a daily episode. This is a weekly recap. I have been shooting video all throughout the week, and regrettably, this kind of started on Monday. I did not get a chance to start editing, and so rather than try and make up for lost time, I decided just to make everything into a recap. So today, you're going to be able to see what this past week has looked like. All the crazy stuff that's happened, all the places I've been, and trying to keep up with things. And I have been downtown at Denver Rescue Mission's main shelter and at the Lawrence Street Community Center shooting the photographs that I need for my project for Denver Rescue Mission. So that's been done, taken care of. I'm now on my way uptown into a coffee shop. That way I can take care of a couple of the other details that need to happen before heading over to the admin building and the crossing to finish out the rest of the pictures that I need for this project. So, 17th Street. My phone is giving me directions. So I am taking care of a number of details that I need to get done. This includes following up with a potential lead that I got last week. This is the guy that called me on Thursday kind of last minute, so I gave him a phone call because I've not yet heard anything from him. I am busily penciling in some dates for other meetings and also reviewing what my production calendar looks like. And I'm not exactly freaking out, but oh man, May. I am so glad that I had this past weekend to rest because, let me tell you, this is going to be very busy until June. So, yeah, I might have a few more white hairs by the time this is done. You know, Denver really does have a pretty good rail system. So, now I'm on my way. Yeah, where am I going now? I think I'm going to lunch. I'm really close to the admin building. That is so cool. They even painted the rocks. Alright, so I have eaten. Now I gotta cross a very busy intersection. This place is always annoying. Let's see. And then I gotta walk to Denver Rescue Mission. Yay! And I am finally here. It is 2:45. I am at Denver Rescue Mission. I have just finished all of the photos that I need to take. And not because taking photos particularly takes too long, it's just shutting everything up, getting to everywhere, walking everywhere takes quite a bit. So I'm really glad that this is done. I've been here since about 11:45. So yeah, we're doing pretty good. Right now, I'm waiting in Robo's office. I'm probably going to wait here until he goes home. It'll just be easier. And so I'm going to take a look at my to-do list and see what else I can get done mobily. Oh, it is a beautifully sunny day in Denver. It feels like summer has arrived. Definitely spring. All the leaves are green. Today is going to be a beautiful day. And I'm going to spend it inside. Today's to-do list is to edit, to simply get into my project for Denver Rescue Mission and edit. I have most of the audio files back from my sound engineer. I have all the photography that I just did yesterday, and so now I have all the pieces together to be able to start assembling this. And I really need to get on this assembly process because first drafts of all 5 videos, yes, all 5, are due next Friday. That is a lot of work to get done in 2 weeks. So I'm going to be doing what I call front loading. This is a process that comes over from exercising, where you will front load your exercises and do a whole lot of work all at the beginning. You will end up working really hard at the beginning to be able to prepare your body to do the work better later. And so this ends up being a great way to exercise efficiently and to increase your calorie burn. Doing it in work means that you are piling as much work up at the beginning of a project, the beginning of the process, so that later you don't have to work as hard. The opposite that most people do is they will work the normal amount that they have to at the beginning, thinking that they have budgeted enough time, enough space, enough energy to make it happen. And then when that project starts to fall behind, they end up having to work overtime. The idea behind front-loading is trying to avoid that process at the end when you are very tired by instead doing as much of it as you can while you are rested. And so I'm going to be working really hard over the next few days and definitely into the weekend to make this happen, because I don't want to be late and because I need to make sure that this project finishes on time. This is the fun part of working on a project, is actually getting all the pieces together that you need to be able to start working. So I have been working on this pretty much all afternoon, trying to get all the pieces together. That includes downloading files, making sure I find all the pictures that I shot yesterday, finding footage that I already have on my computer, logos. Yeah, it's a long process, but once I have everything together, then it will make my life a whole lot easier later. And so this is now just the fun of the hunt of trying to find all the pieces that I know that I have. I just got to get them all into one place. It is Wednesday morning. I have been busy today already. I had a phone call with the guy who's going to be taking over my work for my client named Drew. I'm backing away from Drew's work so I can focus more on my editorial work that I'm picking up as my company's growing. Yay! But that meant making sure that this guy had all the things that he needed to be able to take on the role. So I just got off the phone and finished emailing him about all the things that he needs to know, giving him all of the access stuff that he needs. In the process, found an error. Fantastic. So I got to solve that problem with Drew, but that's okay. That's part of what I do. Now I need to move on to moving two other big things off my to-do list. The first one is reviewing my book for Sandra. This was supposed to be done on Monday. Did not happen. Monday went bananas. That's okay. So I am going to finish that out, and then after that I'm jumping into my edit for Denver Rescue Mission, because that also needs to move forward as quickly as possible. I need to get 5 videos done and in a draft stage by next Friday. This is extremely tight turnaround. I'm kind of panicking a little bit about it. I know that it will be fine. I know that I know what to do, and I know that the process is actually going to be a little bit easier than a normal edit, simply because this is going to be a lot of text on a screen and the background's not going to change a whole lot. So there's not a whole lot of editorial decisions like music and framing and cutting and stuff like that. So I'll be fine, but I have a lot of work to do, so I need to hustle on that. So I'm going to focus right now and get this work done for Sandra. That way she can move forward and my book can move forward. Yay! Major task done. Hooray! I'm really excited. Now I need to go get some lunch and get ready to edit. I am on my way back home after meeting Elaine at Blue Noser. Yeah, we were just getting together for breakfast just to chit-chat, catch up. Elaine was saying thank you for me helping her out with her class, so that was a lot of fun. Now I'm on my way to the grocery store. I got to pick up a couple of things, and then I'm heading home where I am going to get back into my edit for Denver Rescue Mission. I'm actually feeling really good about where I'm at right now. I don't have a whole lot done. I only have the 5-minute overview section finished. But considering that I started cutting this project on Tuesday, I feel really good about having that pretty much in a finished state. And I was supposed to have another coffee meeting with another person this morning, but I ended up canceling that. I wasn't feeling really good, and so I decided I want to stay close to home today. But that also gives me some more time to edit in. The other thing that I'm working on today is finishing out a project for my mentor. So today's going to be a day stuck at my editing machine, which I'm not opposed to. Like, this is what I love. This is why I do what I do. This is why I build my own business, because this is what I get to put my heart and my energy into, and I love video editing. So it's a happy day for me. So I have been here for the past little bit, most of my afternoon. Wow, that is like really fuzzy. What happened? I've got like this really summery glow. Let me fix this. That's better. Okay, dirty lens. Sorry about that. So I have been sitting here and editing, and literally sitting here. I actually pulled my table over to sit on the tabletop while I was editing today. It's not normally something that I do. My stomach doesn't feel that great right now. Little alien. So, yeah, I am busy working on this cut for my mentor. So I've been working on this pretty much all afternoon. I was able to take care of some paperwork that I needed to do for Denver Rescue Missions project. I had to pay an invoice, and I had to just catch up a couple of details and like figure out where am I, update my list of the things that I do so that I have that all up to date so I can refer to it and just make sure I'm still on target. So far this is moving along really well. I'm hoping to have the bulk of this done by the end of today. That is the goal, is to have the rest of it done. I don't see why I won't. I just got through a rather difficult section, something that took quite a number of takes for my mentor to actually get through. We all have those days where you're like, I'm trying to get this thought out and I just can't do it. So yeah, this little section's finally cut together, and I'm really excited to have it cut together. I love the point that he was bringing out here. So anyway, I need to get back into this because I got to cut this until about 5 o'clock. Our agreement is that I work 4 hours on this, and I didn't get started until 1 o'clock, just due to paperwork and lunch and all that wonderful stuff when I got home. So yeah, I'm going to knock this out. And then I'm probably going to do some editing tonight on Denver Rescue Missions project because I really, really do need to do some more editing. I don't like working nights. I don't like working weekends. I avoid it as much as possible because I value my time to rest and recharge. But right now, I don't have that luxury, so I'm going to push on until I get all this stuff done. And then I'm going to rest and play later. My friend Matt is coming into town. I'm so excited, and I'm taking that whole week off while he is here, and I am not working one iota. So I am pushing on to my vacation. Happy Friday, everybody. It has now come to the end of this work week, though for me, I'm still going to be hustling into this weekend. My Denver Rescue Mission project has a lot of work to be done, and so I have scheduled work time for this weekend. I try really hard not to work on my weekends, but every once in a while you really don't get the option. So I am busy doing that, taking the dog out for his regular walk, and we're going to get today started. So I'm in the middle of my edit today. I am working with a new tool that I don't have a whole lot of experience in. For the past few years, I've been cutting my videos in Adobe CS6. I've actually put off downloading Creative Cloud for a very long time. If you don't know what I'm talking about, basically Adobe made an update to things, oh good grief, like a few years ago, and I was able to get away with not having to upgrade my system because nobody was asking me to have to share timelines and files back and forth. That changed late last year, so I finally upgraded, and with that they changed one of my tools. It's called the Titler. This is what makes graphics and letters and text show up on the screen, and so they basically changed the way that it worked and made it this whole new functioning, like, separate thing that has a whole lot more bells and whistles. In theory, it's supposed to be easier, but I've really been having a hard time getting my brain wrapped around how this works. And now I have this fantastic project that's all text, like lots and lots and lots of text. So it's my opportunity to learn how to use this thing and learn how to use it well. On Tuesday and Wednesday, I spent all day just cutting all of this stuff. Like, that was my task, was to start cutting this first thing together and start figuring it out. And so I applied my old knowledge to the way that this thing worked, but decided this morning while I was eating breakfast and while I was just getting ready for my day that I was actually going to start watching a couple of overview videos about how this thing works. And in the process, I discovered a couple of things that are gonna make the rest of my titling in this project actually a heck of a lot easier. So I'm going into my timeline right now. I'm tweaking a few of the things. I'm making templates that will enable me to import stuff very quickly. All in all, this is going to be a lot easier for me to do this later, but it means feeling like I'm going back into my work. I'm really not. I mean, I am, but it's the kind of stuff that's going to lay the groundwork for what I'm doing. And so, you know, when it comes to preparing the runway and getting good at something and streamlining things and becoming productive, that's often learning new systems, that's often learning new habits. in this case. And sometimes when you are streamlining something or trying to figure out the best process to things, not only do you have to take the approach of eliminating stuff from your day or from your task list or from any other project, sometimes you have to learn a new skill in the middle to be able to make a jump forward. Okay, update on this Essential Graphics panel thing. Now that I have all of my templates created, I've been working with them, and holy cow, I just did in about probably 10 minutes what it took me to do like a half an hour to do in my last one, just because I didn't have to adjust a whole bunch of stuff because I did it once and now it's done. This is gonna make this process go a whole lot faster, guys. I'm really, really excited about this.
What are you doing? Here, go get mommy.